Zen on the wing, taking it on his own. Here's the commit. Radosin fights through the challenge, and Zen pops it high. Radosin will play it towards the side. Vitality still swinging through.
Good carry, and regardless of all this pressure, Rule 1 can still hold their heads high. They've remained scoreless, kept Vitality scoreless, and with 1 second remaining, it hits the ground. Back into OT we go.
3 overtimes in a row, a golden goal opportunity yet again. Maybe third time's the charm here for Rule 1. They need it now. You don't want to go down 0-3 against a team like Vitality. We know how difficult it can be. To start that reverse sweep, Radosin has been so good on the rebounds this series, setting up Vitality time and time again.
And I like this dribble from Kaliers. You want to set up a play, but if you're going for one massive hit down the other side, it's so easily read. Keep it to yourself. Didn't work out 100% the way they wanted, but still relieve some pressure. And as I say that, Vitality mounting, and Roas, good 50-50. This could lead to something. How long has it been since we saw Rule 1 have a good offensive stride?
And every time they throw it off the backboard, Vitality makes the read and just clear it away so quickly, just like here. Radosin trying to cheat behind the back line and get in front of the defense. But Zen will play this one just as often as he does to Alpha on the other side. And we're stealing boost. If you're Vitality, Rule 1 aren't going to have a lot to fall back on.
Another booming clear. Kaliers doesn't hold on to it. And you don't blame them. There's barely any boost to go around. That's a good 50-50 though. Radosin, first save in quite some time. Heating up is the blue side. Alpha 54 though. Flip reset off the backboard. Kaliers turns in. And this looks scary.
And they're 3-stacking on their rotations. It's going to be more easy for Vitality to pick them apart in rotation. If they're not able to turn in time, cutting into the lane. This should be a chance for Rule 1 to fight for Zen, or fight against Zen on that possession. But yet again, it seems like Vitality are so quick to get back out to the midfield. Not a lot of contests that they're fighting on their own line.
Golden goal. One mistake. One opportunity. Rule 1 might be facing a Vitality on match point if they lose this. This feels like a must win. Or else everything is stacked against you. And that could end it. Mawson, not on target. Crossbar and out.
And the last thing you want to do here if you're Rule 1 is move off the play. Here comes Roas. Zen will find the denial. And Mawson fighting for his life against this Vitality defense that has been so strong in this overtime. Can Rule 1 hold on to the ball?
That's got to build some kind of confidence for Rule 1. Knowing that they can hold it down on defense. Vitality unable to penetrate the armor, and Rule 1 have sharpened their blade.
Almost 3 minutes gone, and Alpha with nothing but a bomb. 2 hanging back. Vitality don't want to overcommit.
Scary situation. Rule 1 over each other in rotations, but how fast can they recover? It's ridiculous. They commit one mistake, have 2 players in the same spot, but right back into the rotation they go. Mawson, it's a scary read, wants to keep it to himself. Radosin just applying pressure. Neither team wants to take the risky opportunity. So much at stake. The lower bracket. This is an elimination series in Mawson. Huge miss, but it's dived and saved by Rule 1.
The double commit causes panic. Zen, the must be to Alpha. Connection looked cool, but it wasn't enough for the moment. Kaliers will escape and give Rule 1 a chance to breathe back at midfield. But 2 already falling back and watching Radosin carry it forward. It just seems like they're a little bit hesitant to go up for those challenges.
Feels like it's shooting practice for Team Vitality, and Rule 1 are glad to participate, booming the ball to the other side, letting Vitality go up for a solo play. It feels like a demo could change the tides of battle. The physical play, we haven't seen too many of it. Nice little pop-up, stringing together something, but Zen has them right where they want them.
Kaliers has been on a scoring streak this weekend. He's been red hot for Rule 1. The time is now for him to start contributing. Roas carrying, looking for Kaliers, the backflip to the midfield. And they'll try to hold on to possession here, but it gives it right back to Alpha. He's got Radosin in center box.
Wow, what a
Mawson
read.
has to jump up and make that read.
It does look like Rule 1 are adapting, understanding where Vitality wants to go with this ball. It's another pre-jump from Kaliers, and he is going to get a touch on that. Huge indication as to where Rule 1 stand. Alpha bummed out the way again. No matter who you're sending forward, it doesn't look like they can break through on Vitality.
It feels like we haven't seen a bump or a demo in years at this point. Vitality always having numbers up.
They don't want to spend it. They don't want to risk it, Spaceman.
Rule 1 just have to find a way to break out. Vitality has had shot after shot. 16 for Vitality, 12 for Rule 1. It feels like it, and Mostin will have that easily saved.
And that's a double commit from Team Vitality. The first time we're seeing them stuck on defense, getting starved out. And another one, slowly dwindling away. Team Vitality. When they're stuck on defense, it doesn't look good. But thankfully, if you're a fan of them, they've quickly buried themselves out.
Zen closing in on 800 points for this match. Radosin leaving it in front for the young prodigy. Back pass Radosin, both committing. And Alpha will win the rebound yet again before Rawaz cuts it down. Interception to the midfield. Kalir's following through, gets a bump. Numbers fall back. It feels like it's just these one-on-one challenges for Rule 1. They don't have two up at a time, and maybe they need it.
It's going to take courage from any player on the field. That's a good pass up to Rawaz, but Zen has it read. Not the best bounce. Free shot saved by Alpha.
5.5 minutes. A whole extra game of Rocket League. And they didn't even take a timeout. They're feeling it, but so is Radosin. Zen, 6 shots, no goals, 7 saves to his name. Keeping Vitality in this still no goal score.
This is such an important game, Spaceman. An extra game of Rocket League you've played. To lose this would be a dagger to the heart. You want to keep emotions high. Rule 1 have survived, but for how long?
A little easy on the read. Kalir's trying to get it over Alpha. He might have. Huge win. Playing it through the corner. Rawaz looking to slow it down, will do so. Gets it around 1, around 2. But yet again, Vitality jump in front of the lane and cut it down.
I think Mostin got that boost, which means Zen has to rotate all the way back. But another midfield challenge, Vitality. This feels like a game where they should have gotten a goal years ago. But Rule 1, this defense, it's not made out of brick. It's just absolute titanium.
Caught in a gridlock between these two teams. 18 saves for Rule 1. Rawaz. No bump on the goal line. Alpha in a 1v1. Has space for days. Has the bump. It rolls forward. But another huge save. And Rule 1 stands strong.
Boston sitting on the edges of their seats. It's a fake off the post, and there was a touch from Vitality. A taste of their own medicine. Big clear down the other side. Each defense has been tested.
And there's the demo we were looking for at the midfield, where Dosen's going to fall quickly back down to reality. And it comes up to Rawaz, to Zen, from the sidewall, burning all of his boost, can't get it past Kalir's, no one at the midfield. Hold on, a moment for Rule 1. Can they press the takeaway from Alpha and off the backboard? Here goes Rule 1 defense yet again.
This might just be some of the best Rocket League we've seen. Look at the defense, the 1v1 opportunities. Everything has been getting denied. Still back out into the midfield. Zen. Stoicism behind it, around 1, but that's not going to be enough to break through.
But at least he gets the corner grab, so they have resources in the tank for Vitality. They can afford to expend a lot. Mostin, the only one up for Rule 1. Numbers fly back yet again. Zen is trying to get over the lone defender, but the safety
Look at the read.
Back and waits, and it's constant reads from Rule 1.
I mean, they're pre-jumping. They have been stuck on defense for most of the OT. Of course they know what Vitality want to do. There's got to be a change-up. A switch up on the pitches out of Vitality. Will it be a curveball, a fastball? Something unique is necessary, because big clears like this are not enough.
Neither team wants to overcommit, and you can't blame them. They have to play the 2-on-2.
No.
Alpha has to play with his food, slowing it down yet again. We've seen this shot and attempt time and time again from Vitality, from the ceiling, putting it on the door. But another huge save.
23 saves for Rule 1. This is ridiculous.
A defensive masterclass from Mina. A ridiculous amount of shots from Vitality. Alpha in connection. Back to the midfield. This ball jets laterally. And they'll play it towards the center box. Boston meets it on the connection. Here comes Rawaz. Rule 1 have numbers up.
Here we go.
Feels like the first time in forever.
And finally, when they look to break out, you've got Vitality. And it looks like we had forgotten a little bit that they knew how to play defense, but they're reminding us they're not a team that's just an offensive powerhouse. They can do it all,
Vitality are still jumping in front of these touches, denying so much extension from Rule 1. It's got to be so annoying to play against this team. But Rule 1 have answered every single call in this overtime. And my goodness, they are having to fight for this win.
We've got to bring up the fact that Vitality haven't overcommitted. They haven't been too desperate. Remaining calm in times of worry is what makes a true champion on that stage. It's Zen's rookie season, his first RLCS LAN, and Vitality still scoreless. Slippery stick clears, almost ended it, but we're still moving on. Mostyn off the post, nothing can break through.
It just doesn't get more difficult than this. Almost 10 minutes of overtime.
What do you do, Spaceman?
Rule 1 are fighting for their lives in this bracket. Vitality can't crack it. We have crossed the 10-minute mark, and Radostin plays it into the corner. Alpha trying to move forward. Another clear from Mostyn. There's the demo on the back line. Power play for the moment. Both teams down and back to full strength.
24 saves now out of Rule 1. That is a LAN record for a team. Can they keep the story moving? Can they keep it pushing if you're Rule 1? Or will Vitality have the weapon that's needed?
Add another, make it 25. Roas in the back line. Mostyn just trying to keep pace with Alpha. Low in the tank for the moment. Zen has a lot to work with here, but misreads it.
Oh, there's an option.
Left clears.
He wants the
step box. They're looking for the bump. Turtle, they were so close.
Why didn't we go for the pass for Radostin? Is he going to go for the pass? He fakes out one. Shot opportunity. There's no second man. Everybody's pulling back. Both teams are so safe in this situation. They don't even want to risk the outlet pass.
It feels like a roll call with almost acrobatics and dangerous ones at that. Double commit that clears it away.
The boost is gone.
Vitality are still up. They can absolutely do it here. Alpha from the ceiling wins it 50 to Zen. Zen going to catch this one and try to dribble around. You have numbers in front. It's clears. Mostyn will call his own number. Here comes Vitality, but they can't break through.
Rule 1, pre-jump into the air. They have it read. Vitality. You thought the mechanics were amazing, but Rule 1 know just how good they are, and every single spot is covered on the defensive side.
Roas had to rotate out slowly. He was so far out of the play.
Over to Roas.
Maybe it does pay off.
That's too
Hold on. It's a breakaway chance.
One
to
shot.
the corner.
One opportunity.
Here comes Roas, but Alpha yet again an easy read. Vitality on the pinch. Are you kidding? Towards the backboard. We play on.
Let's keep it going. This OT just doesn't know when to quit, and neither do these teams.
Do we break 30 saves? Do Rule 1 find one goal? Are you kidding? Top left slot. This ball is sent into Fenway, and Vitality a 3-0 lead.
The longest OT on LAN has been broken, and it's by Team Vitality.